Every single year, we celebrate something. It could be a birthday, an anniversary, it could be a tradition. But one of the things that we celebrate is the happiness and the joy that we have here on earth. Sometimes when we celebrate, we get gifts. We're given something. Today, I'm going to talk about a gift, but not the gift that you're thinking of. You see, I'm not talking about something that can be wrapped. I'm not talking about something that can be unwrapped. What I'm talking about is the gift that God has provided you. What is your gift? And what are you doing with that gift? Dr. Tommy Eanelli's back, and this is Have Faith, Let It Begin, and it starts right now.
Welcome to Have Faith. Let it begin. Here's your host, Angel Santana.
Ariel, can you say have faith?
Again.
Let it begin?
Again.
Say have faith.
Again.
Let it begin.
No.
No? Okay.
It's the boy.
Hi, Noah.
Noah!
Oh,
Noah.
Happy birthday, Noah!
Caitlin.
You did amazing.
Can you just put those back in? Noah.
Have faith, let begin. When it starts right now.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Have Faith, Let It Begin on this Monday. And I'm going to do it right. October 10th, 2022. We got a lot of feedback for that. Everybody loved that. It was hysterical. I couldn't believe we got the dates wrong, but that's okay. Dr. E, welcome, my friend.
Angel, I'm so excited to be talking about this. This is going to be a good one.
I think it is too. I'm going to start right off the bat with it. I'm going to just ask you the question. What do you believe is your gift, and how are you using that gift?
Well, I always say that when God created each of us, he gave us all special gifts and gave us special talents. And he also gave us certain, I would say, deficiencies in other areas to try to balance that. There is no person I've ever met that's completely gifted all around in every category. For instance, I never really wanted to do anything other than be a professional basketball player, but I was not talented enough to really even get through CYO basketball, nevertheless high school basketball. So I had to make other plans. And my other plan was very simple, and that was to be able to help others, to be able to interface with them in a very meaningful way and use the intelligence that God gave me to try to take them out of pain and take away their illnesses. And in that case, I believe that that is the greatest gift I've ever gotten. I think the ability to live my dream, and it was a dream from when I was a young man, to be able to be a healer. And I believe that that's directly a gift from God. And when my colleagues tell me how tired they are and how sick and tired they are of medicine and where it has come and what it has become and how much disrespect and hatred doctors have engendered, as opposed to the respect in the old days, and how they tell me that they would talk their kids out of becoming doctors, I just want to basically just beat the crap out of them and just tell them to retire because we don't want them anymore. And I just think to be able to have that privilege, that honor, to be able to see a person in need and to be able to attend to them when they're at their lowest point, is the greatest gift that I personally ever received.
Wow, here on that one. That's very, very profound, and I agree. Ditto to you. For me, I will say that growing up, I always wanted to be either a news broadcaster, until I got into the whole fake, I shouldn't say fake because if they're listening, they're going to get upset with me, but the entertainment world of professional wrestling. Always wanted to be a color commentary for some type of sports. And as I got older, I would hear my mother tell me, that when you were born, all the angels came from heaven. And she would say, do you know why? And I'd say, why? She said, you're special. And then learning about the things that happened when my mom was giving birth to me, and her in her visions presenting me to the Lord, also enabled me to understand that there was more than just commentating. There was something about the gift of gab that I got, and I couldn't figure out how to use it. So I dabbled in sales. I dabbled in a lot of different things, but the one thing that was very easy for me was being able to share in my good fortunes of my road of crazy obstacles, crazy date stories, crazy, you know it, and turn it into a message spiritually for those out there in a different way that would allow them and to incorporate and understand the word of God in a non-traditional biblical way. And that I believe is something that I struggled with in my 20s because I didn't want to believe in it. But as I got older, I realized this is the gift. And that's why I decided to do Have Faith, Let It Begin.
Angel, I'm going to have to run with that. I'm going to have to kick you off the podcast. I'm going to have to talk a little bit to our listeners. Angel Santana is a beacon of light, a spiritual man, a great man. He basically, his gift is his ability to not just heal physically, which was my gift, but to heal spiritually and to make people feel better. People who may not be physically ill, but might be psychologically or spiritually or emotionally ill or fractured. He is a physician of the soul, and his podcast is the manifestation of that, of course, because that's what we listen to every day. And it's such a blessing for all of us to have it. But it doesn't stop and end. It transcends his podcast. It's from when he wakes up in the morning and he, takes care of his children, and he's such a good husband and such a good brother and such a good son. And then he comes to work, and you guys don't see this, but every time he rings out a call, whether it be for a happy reason or whether it be for a dangerous reason or whether it be for a serious reason, when you listen to his voice, and I know he always wanted to do wrestling and all this stuff, and he would have been great at it, as a matter of fact. But to be honest with you, he cares so much. It comes out even in his voice over the intercom system at the hospital. When there's a code blue or someone is in such serious danger of death, you almost, each of us, we may not say it and we may not understand it, but subconsciously we know that Angel is affected by this, and he's praying for this person in 2 North or 3 East or 5 West or whatever. He cares. He's not just, okay, yeah, code blue, whatever, code gray, code purple. He is invested in that interface, even if and he takes it so seriously. And whether it be he gets a call from an irate person who can't come see their loved one on their deathbed because they're not vaccinated, and they start yelling and screaming at him, and before 30 seconds are up, they're praying with him. This is a very special man whose gifts can never be articulated in an 8-minute podcast. So, Angel, your gifts are vast. You're a very special person to so many people, and I just want to make sure that you recognize that.
I appreciate that. I did not know you were going to hijack the rest of
I hijacked you. You're hijacked.
it is. But and we're going to close off this way. Last week, we did episodes about how are you, and we've done episodes getting more personal with my audience, our audience, and I want you to chime back with us. And I'm going to share, of course, I always share everything with Dr. E. So please, by all means, write us back at angel at havefaithletitbegin.com, or we can do it on our Facebook account. And if you like the CROC podcast, you can chime in there too. If there's something about that that hits home, I encourage you to do that. Because I really want to hear what your gifts are. And because there's somebody right now, I can guarantee, because I was like this in my 20s, you think that you don't really have a gift. You think that you don't matter. And if I'm speaking to that person right now, you're wrong, because you do matter. And the reason why I'm saying you're wrong, and I can say it confidently, because God doesn't make mistakes. So if he created you in his image, he created you for a purpose, and there is a reason. So I'm hoping that today's episode, from Dr. E's message and from mine, that you have identified what your gift is. And if you don't know it, give us a call. And I'd be more than happy to talk with you. And I'm sure within the moments we speak together, we'll find out what that gift is. Dr. E, final word.
I think that was well said, Angel. I really appreciate you, and I know all your the devout people and followers of the of the Have Faith Let It Begin podcast. All of our friends out there, they appreciate you too, and I agree with you, Angel. We'd love to hear from you guys. Please email us both. It makes my day when Angel calls me and tells me, somebody really appreciated our Monday show, or really got a kick out of this, or got a laugh out of this, or was moved by something. That makes our day, Angel.
Absolutely, because we're only here for one reason, to change one person's life at a time. Guys, I'm going to close it this way. Our Heavenly Father is with you. They believe in you. He believes in you. He trusts you. He loves you, and he's never going to leave your side. He is your best co-pilot, your best friend. He is your father, and he is wanting to be a part of your life. He created you for the sole purpose of one reason, to go out and help change the world with the love and compassion and the strength and the wisdom and the desire to go out and be who you were intended to be. So may God be with you. May he shine his light upon you and grant each and every single one of you peace on earth. And never forget,
have faith, let it begin.
Thank you for listening to another episode of Have Faith, Let It Begin. That's right, Ariel. We're done with another show. And it's always great to have this show with you, my love. We're going to encourage each and every person to listen to our show every single weekday. That's right, you and I are going to help change the world. Do you think that you can do that for me? Huh? Yeah, you can. She does. We want to let you know, and yes, we encourage you to listen to our show each and every weekday, and it's going to be live at 7:30. Make sure you're subscribed to our show. Make sure you get ready, fasten those seatbelts, because Ariel and I and my family are going to bring you a new topic, a new story each and every day, right? Isn't that right, Ariel? Yeah. And she's smiling at me. Guys, enjoy your day.